I love when I'm online playing a game, everybody in your room's a tough guy, but then as soon as a girl jumps on the mic, every guy's like, girl, yes. In the gaming world, girls have so much power. I mean, have you ever been in a GameStop when a cute girl walks in? She shuts down the entire city block. She walks into the register. I really want this game, but like, I don't have any money. That game is actually, we only have one copy that we're allowed to get out for free. That's the one. Take it. Girls in the gaming world are so OP, but I love it. I'm not even gonna lie. There was this one girl in particular, like, I didn't think she was all that, but every event or tournament that I saw this girl at, she had like 15 fanboys following her everywhere she went. And these guys were acting like this girl was the knees of the bees. And to me, she was not the knees of the bees. I mean, she was aight, but not the knees of the bees for y'all dudes to be acting so thirsty. Any whoosies, one night, I go to this gaming after party. I see this particular girl gamer, of course, surrounded by her fanboys, and I don't know if the light just hit her in a certain way. All of a sudden, I'm like, yo, why this girl suddenly looking sexier than a mug? At that moment, I started to wonder if my ex got all frisky after gaming for a few months, what would it be like to get a little smoochy smooch with a girl who'd been gaming her whole life? The conclusion I quickly arrived at is that it was probably like Toys R Us in my mouth. But a girl like this, I knew you couldn't just approach like every other guy. You can't approach her straight on. You gotta attack her from the sides. But I had a feeling this girl was into the Sour Patch guys. Okay, first they're sour, then they're sweet. So after that night, I call up one of her girlfriends and I'm like, hey, tell your girl, all these guys be thinking she's the knees of the bees, but her milkshake does not bring me out to the yard. However, comma, as of late, your girl been looking kind of sexier than a mug. Control C that and Control V that. She runs off, tells her friend. She comes back 2 days later and she's like, okay, I told her what you said, and she started blushing so hard. She thinks you are so cute. It's morphin time up in this piece. Saber-tooth tiger! So about 3 months later, there's another gaming event. I go to the after party, and I find her standing off by the bar, and I'm like, it's go time. Saber-tooth tiger! Walk over. She's talking to some random dude I've never seen. Justine, and some random dude that's there with Justine. And then I say, alright guys, I don't mean to be rude. However, comma, I need to steal this young lady for about 3 hours or so. So we break away, we go over to this couch, and we're kind of just laying down. I hit her with that Sour Patch, son. And she's like, I'm so flattered because you never talked to me. So when my friend told me about what you said, I was so caught off guard. That a lot of guys started noticing that it was only me and her talking. You don't see her with only one other person around her. So all these dudes would run up like, girl, yes. Every time she'd be like, let me holler at you later. I'm in the middle of something. We were there talking for another hour and a half. And then suddenly the lights cut on and the DJ jumps on the mic and he's like, we closed, get out. So we get outside, we're standing next to the street, and I'm just like, hey, you're at the Sheraton, right? Why don't we just share a cab? I'll drop you off, and then I'll go back to my hotel. Before she could even get the word okay out of her mouth, these 3 dudes sweep in. One guy starts talking me up. These other 2 dudes start chatting her up like, hey, what's your name? Where you from? Blah-de-blah-de-blah. I'm slowly trying to make my way to the corner so I can flag a cab. I don't want to be rude to this guy who's chatting me up. And then I hear the girl say, okay, guys, really nice to meet all of you. But, you see that guy over there? He's the one I'm making out with for the next 15 minutes in the cab. Talk to you guys later. I ran out into the middle of the street like, ah! Stop the cab! Taxi! Taxi! I'm shooting off flares in the middle of the road. I bust out 2 flags like I'm air traffic control at the airport. I stop a cab real quick. We get in the backseat of this cab and I'm like, I'm about to be a Toys R Us kid up in this piece. And then she looks at me. And I look at her, all the city lights around us zip by, you know, just slowly illuminating her face for brief moments. I look over her shoulder and Sebastian the Crab from Little Mermaid's over there like, kiss the girl, man. Our lips touch and we're just going at it. Like it starts off all slow and then it gets a little heavy. I don't want to get too descriptive because I still want to be respectful, even though none of y'all know who this girl is. The cab driver's there like this dude pulling out popcorn. He's just eating it as he's staring in the rearview mirror. I see you. We pull up to her hotel. She jumps out, pull away, my phone goes off. It's a text from her. Guess what this girl says? GG. Ah! Guys, this is why I love girl gamers.